right, citizens of Minnesota, we're back. Man, it's time for us to head into the Year 3 playoffs with your Minnesota Wild. And what an up and down season it's been. We started off really weak. I didn't know if we were going to make it back into the playoffs. We were struggling just to stay at 500. But a couple trades later, we finished the year with 100 points, sixth best in the NHL. I mean, it was a good comeback season. I like it, and I like the position that we've put ourselves in for the playoffs. We do have a tough first-round opponent here against the Nashville Predators, and considering the trade that I made at the beginning of the year to the Nashville Predators, Captain Keith Yandel, top four defenseman, sent to Nashville in return for two snipers, one Aberg, who made our top six this year, and another Fiala, who I'm hoping will have a bright future with the Minnesota Wild. But it seems like both trades worked out for both teams. I mean, they had a fantastic year. We got back up to 100 points. They actually had a better year than us. They got home ice advantage here. So we're gonna have to see who really got the best of that deal. The Nashville Predators versus the Minnesota Wild. And I've had a history of this, man. The Jason Pominville trade to the Dallas Stars, years 1 and 2. Dallas kicked us out in the playoffs. Year 3, here we go. Another divisional opponent where I made a trade to. Oh man, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us in the ass once again, boys. All right, so this has been the year of the trades and the free agent signings. Tyler Johnson, like I said, Aberg and Fiala. We also made the trades to Winnipeg to acquire Dano and Klitzum for Riley and Fontaine. And also, who was the other trade? It was Justin Falk. Yeah, how do I forget that? Justin Falk for Timothy Liljegren and Brodin. So it's a new look Minnesota Wild. I'm hoping that this team is good enough to take that step we've been unable to take. I want the Stanley Cup Finals, and I want that Stanley Cup. Time is running out for the Minnesota Wild. We've got to get it done now. So let's take a look at the Nashville Predators, see what we're going up against here, why they had such a good regular season. I mean, there was one point I thought for sure they were going to win the Presidents. I think they slowed down a little bit. First line, Philip Forsberg, Ryan Johansson, and James the Real Deal Neal. That is a filthy first line. Forsberg, look at Johansson. I mean, he really grew in this. 94. Power forward, playmaker, sniper combination. Very nice. Second line, Craig Smith, Craig Smith, right? Yeah, Colin Wilson, Craig Smith, Cody Hodgson, and Yuri Hudler. Hudler and Smith, doable on the second line. Hudler's actually really good. Cody Hodgson, though, second line center. There's a weakness right there. Charlie Coyle's far better. Third line, Colin Wilson, Max Reinhart, and Yarncroc. Again, another nice combo on the wings with Wilson and Yarncroc. Center, not the greatest. Third line, Salamaki, Seasons, and Bork. 270 is in there. You know what? They might have an injury, because how do they have such a good record with that kind of forward core? They must have an injury, or their defensive core with their goaltending. Yeah, Roman Josi 89, Shea Weber 95. You know what? If you look at their power play and their penalty kill, their special teams has stars galore on it. Forsberg, Johansson, Josi, and Shea Weber on the power play, and James Neal. Yeah, okay, that is lights out. Second line, Captain Keith Yandel with Ryan Ellis, two offensive defensemen, so more offense maybe from the back end. And then the top six, Ekholm and Greiba, 82 and an 80. So you can see they got the studs on the team. They got studs, they got a little bit of depth, and goaltending, Pecorine, 90 overall. So you can see, okay, it makes a little bit more sense now why they had such a good regular season. They got us in net. Devin Dubnik's only an 87. But the offensive core, other than their first line, which is stacked, Parise and Niederreiter are nice, but that center, Ryan Johansson at 94, I mean, that's going to be tough to beat. But I like our center core then. I mean, Darren Helm is as good as their second line center, and he's our fourth line center. Howla, Charlie Coyle, Zucker, Dano. I'm liking the offensive lineup there. Ryan Suter back to face his old team in the playoffs, the Nashville Predators here. Justin Falk, Spurgeon, Dumba. I like our defensive core for these guys. I don't know, man. This is going to be a tough battle. It's going to be a tough battle. I think Ryan Johansson could be the ace in the hole for the Nashville Predators. If we can slow him down, we may have a chance. But if he plays like a 94 overall first-line center, it's going to be really tough to stop him. I'd imagine he's on their first-line penalty kill, first-line power play. We're going to be seeing plenty of them. Close to 30 minutes a night maybe. All right, so before we get started, let us just take a look at the injury report. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a forward injury. Somewhere in the top 9. Let's see, Nashville, they got nobody. All right, so if we can take out one of their forwards, Injure them, they're even weaker. So target their first liners, Forsberg, Johansson, and Neal. Target them. I don't care what you guys got to do. So, boys, it's been 3 years. Well, 2 years. This is the 3rd year, but 3 years for the Minnesota Wild. Here's what the seasons have looked like. We've made the playoffs every single time. Just made the playoffs last year. And the 2 years, we were eliminated by the Dallas Stars, the defending Stanley Cup champions. So in the back of my mind, I like to think, we lost to the best team in the NHL. Maybe, just quite maybe, we were second best in the NHL. We just didn't get the chance to play in the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't want any more excuses. This is the best year that we've had so far. I think this is the best roster that we have. We've got to get it done right now. So Nashville, Minnesota, on the road. We don't have home ice advantage. Whatever. Just go and take one from Nashville. Ryan Suter, you got to step up, all right? Here we go, boys. First period. All right, that's not good. Captain Keith Yandel, my God. And Cody Hodgson, after I disgrace him for being a 82 overall second liner, he gets the first goal of the series. Charlie Coyle, our second line center, and then Captain Keith Yandel from the point. We got to slow him down. Shots are even 10-9. Second period, James Neal on the power play, and the Minnesota Wild trailed 3-1 in game number 1. Third period, come on now, boys. Somebody's got to step up. The thing that scares me is that defensive core and goaltending, man. If we fall down early in games, forget about it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Empty net goal for Shea Weber, and the Nashville Predators in game number 1 are going to school the Minnesota Wild. Not good, boys. This is not good. Coyle from Dumba and Granlund, and they got 4 goal scorers right there. All right, so they know they can get to Devin Dubnyk now, and we know that we're going to have a tough time getting goals on their top-notch defensive core and a stud goaltender. So, Parise, Tyler Johnson, Aberg, I picked you guys up. Well, I didn't pick up Parise. Tyler Johnson and Aberg, I picked you guys up for offense. Aberg to replace Captain Keith Yandel, and Tyler Johnson to replace Mikko Koivu. I need you for times like these. We need to score goals. Aberg against your old team. Get it done. Game 2, boys, on the road. First period. Oh, my God. Cody Hodgson again, second line center, gets the first goal of the game. Redonkulous. Gabriel Bork was at a fourth liner. Shots are 19 shots against in the first period. I'm telling you, they might outclass us with that first line. Second period. Here we go. Aberg gets one. Cody freaking Hodgson on the second line. He's tearing it up. You know what it is? It's Captain Keith Yandel and Ryan Ellis. 2 offensive defensemen helping them out big time. Shots are 33-18. All right, third period. It's not looking good, boys. It's not looking good. Oh my God, James Neal. 4-1 game here in the third period. And the Minnesota Wild are going to be sent back home to Minnesota, licking their wounds. Zach Parise gets one late. It's still a 2-goal game, though. Yeah, that's all she wrote. The Minnesota Wild, they cannot solve the goaltending and the defensive core of the Nashville Predators. 2 goals, whatever, doesn't matter. The Nashville Predators are going to get 3 before the third period starts. We're going to be in trouble here. So a 4-1 loss in game number 1, a 4-2 loss in game number 2. Now we have to come back home to Minnesota. It's time to change up the lines a little bit here, boys. We got to get something going. First line hasn't been able to get anything going. I might put, you know what, edit lines. Let me see. Who do I have scratched right now? I actually need a drink. Brett Connolly, Gravich, and Olofsson. No, they're not going in there. All right, we got to get Parise, Johnson going. Let me get Aberg up there. Let's spread out Niederreiter with Coyle and Granlund. Maybe get the second line going with a better sniper. And Aberg, he already got a goal. Maybe Tyler Johnson and Parise can help raise him up. Haula, Zucker, Dano. I'm going to replace Dano with Helm right there. I know he's got the better stats. Jamel Smith. No, I'm going to leave you on the fourth line. I don't want to move him up at all. Dano, yeah, Dano can take faceoffs at 75. Spalling, he's a faceoff man as well. Hang on, let me just see. Spalling, I'll just play Spalling in the middle because he's a legit center. Unless, what's Jamel Smith's faceoff? 76. All right, you know what, Smith? I'll give you a fourth line center role. All right, now power play. Parise, Niederreiter. Let me get Aberg up there. Suter, Spurgeon, Dumba, and Falk. You know what? No, I'm going to leave Falk back there. Yeah. I mean, there's not much more we can do. I can make line changes for the sake of making line changes, but I think we're just going up against a tough team here. Johansson, I haven't seen his name pop up, but I know he's dictating the simulation. I know that 94 overall first-line center is doing it. So, come on now, boys. They took the first 2 games at home. You're not in trouble in the playoffs until you lose on home ice. So, let's go, boys. Let's step up for your team here, for your city, for your fans, for Minnesota. First period. All right. You know what? That is a successful first period. It's not really. 17 shots against 19 in the last game, was it? Holy crap, man. You can't stop them at all. I was talking about them being a good defensive team. They're a good offensive team. We can't slow them down whatsoever. But at least we got out of the first with a tie. That's good news. Second period. Oh, my God. And they get 2. They didn't even have a lot of shots in that period. They get 2. Roman Josi and James Neal. Charlie Coyle gets 1. It's a 2-1 game. I need offense, boys. I desperately need offense. Let's go, Minnesota. I need you guys to step up. 2-1 power play. Tyler Johnson ties it. All right. Finally, I get excited. Nino Niederreiter, second line power play. Here we go. Come on, boys. You can get her done. You got to hold on to this one. You got to get the win. And the Minnesota Wild do it on a huge third period. Oh, baby, we got a series. This series was 1 period away from being done. But Tyler Johnson and Nino Niederreiter, 2 power play markers. So we got some luck from the referees. We came through in special teams. Coyle from Niederreiter and Granlund. Johnson from Spurgeon and Aberg. Niederreiter from Falk and Coyle. So Coyle and Niederreiter both had 2-point nights. Massive. Okay, I'm going for a drink. Hang on a second here. I need one. Oh, man. It's early, boys. Drinking last night. All right, so 2-1 series lead for the Nashville Predators, but like I said, until we lose at home, we're not in trouble. If we can get this, then we give ourselves an out. Let's get this series back to 2, make it a best of 3, all right? Come on now, Minnesota. You guys can do this. Home ice. First period. All right, I'll take that. Once again, the Minnesota Wild get the tie after the first period, and we're out shooting them 13-7. That's the first time that's happened I can remember. James Neal and Mikael Granlund. Oh, man. My mouth is dry as shit. I'm not going for another one, boys. If the players got to fight through the grind, I'm going to do it too. Second period. Oh, God damn it. James Neal and Max Reinhart. Their depth centers are just killing me right now. Third line center, Max Reinhart gets it done. James Neal's got 2 on the night. We're out shooting them 21-18. It's not going to be enough. Let us go, Minnesota. We've got to get back in this game and early. Oh, Salamaki makes it 4-1. Is that the third time in 4 games they've had 4 goals? For God's sakes. And then Nashville, Charlie Coyle gets one late, but that's like the Parise one. A little bit too late. Yeah, we can't keep the puck out of the net. I mean, 2 goals for is not bad if we can just play great defensively, but we're not. We have to win these games like 5-4, 4-3. We're not getting enough offense, man. Granlund's, Coyle, but look at them. Neal, Reinhart, Salamaki, Wilson. Not good, boys. Not good. Once again, the Minnesota Wild, they have a team they feel they can be successful with, but they run up against a tough team in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and they just get their asses whipped. Dallas Stars in years 1 and 2, and now the Nashville Predators. Oh, my God. All right, well, if there's one change I can make, and I think we need to make it, I think we need to bring up Jamel Smith, boys. We need to give this guy the chance. I sent him down earlier in the year, but he had he was like point per game for quite some time. 56 games played, 16 points. What has he done in the playoffs so far? No points in 4 games played. I got to give him the time up top, all right? So who's not come through for us? You know what? I'm going to give him first line time. I got to. All right, Aberg, you're coming down. I'm going to put you on the third line. Maybe we get some depth goal scoring here. I'll move Darren Helm up there. Spalling over here. Zucker, Dano. All right, boys. And the power play, we're also going to go. Aberg, you're coming off. You've done nothing, and you haven't got Parise going. I'm going to give it to Jamel Smith, boys. Well, I mean, we've got nothing to lose. We're down 3-1 against a tough Nashville Predator team. I mean, maybe against a team that we're even with, we could luck out, but I don't see us winning 3 straight with that lineup. I need to change it up a little bit. Jamel Smith, you've done it for me in the past with the Dallas Stars. Perhaps he can do it again against the Nashville Predators. All right, and the Dallas Stars GM mode, boys, not the Dallas Stars. All right, here we go. Come on now, Minnesota. Make a series out of this. Get back to Game 6 on home. I've always said this, being up 3-1 with home ice advantage can be dangerous. So come on now, boys. First period, all right, I'll take that. Another game, we got a tie after the first. Now, you can't let this one get away from you. 14 shots for, 9 shots against. We're playing better. Keep the pressure going. Second period, all right, I'll take that again. Now, I said 2 goals for is enough if we can play great defensively. We've played great defensively in this game. Devin Dubnyk, I'm calling on you, brother. I need you to step up and steal me a game. I really do. Third period, Minnesota, Nashville. Come on now, Minnie. Yes, baby. Nino Niederreiter gets it done. Power play marker again. Devin Dubnyk. Yes! Marco Scandella. We get 2 power play markers in the third. Oh, my God. It's like a replica of game number 3. Yes. And we're going to game 6, boys. Jamel Smith gets in there and shuts down the first line. We get, just like, it was game 3, right? We had 2 power play markers in the third to come back and win. 3-2. We were down 2-1 going into the third, right? Yeah. So, again, a tie, not a tie game. Like, a tie game this time, not like last time. The point is, a rally in the third period, 2 power play markers, and the Minnesota Wild have turned this into a series. All right, so we're struggling, boys. Our backs are against the wall, but perhaps that's a good thing. Maybe we've learned lessons in the past. The Nashville Predators, they're not able to close out a series. All we got to do is get one more freaking game, and anything can happen in a Game 7. All right? Anything can happen in a Game 7. We're not going to be like the San Jose Sharks. We're not going to lose the series on home ice. No way. We're pushing it 7. All right? So, come on now, boys. Devin Dubnyk, you played good in the last game. Jamel Smith on the first line, but I need some goal scoring, man. Give me a game where we've won by the end of the second period. I haven't had that just yet. I need goals. We're going real-time simulation, power play. Nino Niederreiter comes through again. It's only 1, boys. It's only 1. I'm not getting excited over 1 freaking goal. They'll easily come back off that. Good penalty kill. Get to the end of the first. Oh, Zach Parise comes through. All right. Slowing this sucker down. Zach Parise on the first line gets it done. 2-0 lead. 16 shots to 9 right now. We are kicking ass. All right. Now, 2-goal lead I'll be happy for, but still, man, this game is clearly not over. We've seen them get 4 goals on us before. All right, Devin Dubnyk, I need you to step up. And defense, Ryan Suter, you got to man that defensive core right now against your old team. Captain Suter, let's go. Captain defensive core Suter. Come on, baby. Oh, man, the refs are handing out power plays in this one. And Gabriel Bourque gets Nashville back within 1. Power play for Nashville again. I'm not liking this, boys. I'm not liking this. Oh, we get to the third. All right, so Gabriel Bourque gets them back within 1. Shots are even, 22 apiece. The Minnesota Wild have a 1-goal lead. I don't feel like that's enough. I really don't. I don't want to jinx our team. I'm not talking to them right now in the locker room. I'm leaving that up for the coach. I'm up here in the press box just thinking to myself, it's not going to be enough, boys. We need more offense. I'm calling on you, offense. Aberg, Suter, Parise, I need another. Coyle, Granlund. Let's go, boys. Offense. Step up for your team, for your city, for your goaltender. Here we go. Third period underway. Can the Minnesota Wild do it? Can they hang on? Oh, penalty kill. And Ryan Ellis gets one on the power play. I called it. Fucking hell. Tie game. 5 minutes left. The Wild season on the line. Parise! He gets his second of the game. 41 seconds remaining in the third. He gets the game winner. Oh, baby. We've pushed 7. All right. So the good news is at least we've given our fans another competitive playoff series. Both years we lost against the Dallas Stars, we pushed them to the brink. Once again, a tough team in the playoffs. We've pushed them to the brink. We've learned our lessons in the past. Zach Parise from Jamel Smith and Dumba. Zach Parise from Jamel Smith and Tyler Johnson. Jamel Smith with 2 assists. Oh my God, is this guy actually going to be the difference maker? There's no way. There's no freaking way. Back on the road. I mean, now we truly have nothing to lose. This is the game the Nashville Predators are expected to win. A team that goes up 3-1, you let the other team get back into it. You've earned home ice advantage, but that also means that they have all the pressure on them right now. That's the danger of it, all right? So here we go, boys. Game 7, nothing to lose. We've shown our mettle by coming back in this series, but still, I want more. I don't want another first-round exit. I don't want a team that we think to ourselves, oh, we could have won the Stanley Cup. We just had a little bit more. We have enough. So get out there and freaking take take it, baby. Real-time simulation. I need offense this game. More than... Oh, no. Bork scores the second shot. Yes! Aberg against his old team. Oh, man, we might have a shootout in this one. Penalty kill. It's a long one. The Minnesota Wild kill it off. 5 minutes left, boys. 3 minutes left. The first period comes to an end, and the teams are tied 1-1 with 10 shots apiece. I'm telling you, both these teams are so even. So freaking even. They have their advantages, so do we. Come on now, Parise. How can I ask more out of this guy? Jamel Smith, Tyler Johnson, Coyle, Granlund, Aberg. He already got a goal this game. Ryan Suter, I could use your help as well against your former squad. Let's go, offense. I need you. Second period underway. Can the Minnesota Wild fans or team impress their fans? Eric Howla, third line center, gets a huge goal. Power play. Oh, Matthew Dumba! Power play marker! It's not over just yet, boys. It's getting there, but it's not over. Get to the second. Get to the second. Get to the second. Holy shit. Down 3-1 in the series. The Minnesota Wild have fought back under the guidance of Jamel Smith on the first line. Eric Howla, Matthew Dumba, 20 minutes away. Devin freaking Dubnyk, I need you right now, my man. I need you right now. This is our year. This is our year. You guys got to kill it off. We got the freaking routine in place. Parise, Suter, I'm not even going to get in your way. You get down there and you give the motivational speech. All right? You lead by example. I give the power to you. Third period underway, boys. Power play, we don't score. Penalty kill, they don't score. Good job, defense. Devin Dubnyk gets through 10 minutes. He's only got to go 5 more. Devin Dubnyk, Minnesota. Oh, shit, no, Ryan Ellis. A minute left. No. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we fucking did it! I didn't think we had it in us! We came back from 3-1 down, and the Minnesota Wild are off to round number 2. Yeah! Aberg from Falk and Suter. Suter gets... Oh, look at that. Aberg and Suter against their old team. Howland, Helm, Dumba, Niederreiter, and Falk. And Devin Dubnyk holds on, and the Minnesota Wild get by the Nashville Predators. Our offense and our defense came through in those last 3 games, boys. 3-1 victory, 3-2, and 3-2 victory. Oh my goodness gracious. Jamel Smith, can you believe that? Can you believe that? The line change after game number 4, was it? Yeah. We were down 3-1 in the series. After game 4, I made the switch from Jamel on the 4th line to the 1st line, and we win 3 games in a row. He gets it done. Jamel Smith. I don't freaking believe that. Now what do I do for line changes? And now we gotta go up against the Colorado Avalanche in round number 2. Oh my god. Well, why am I complaining? At least we get the chance. Oh my jeez, boys. What a playoff round. Oh, I can't even talk right now. It's way too early. I need another drink, but I'm grinding through it. These players, the goaltenders, the defenders, the forwards, they came through big time. Nino Niederreiter, 8 points in 7 games played. A couple huge power play markers. Charlie Coyle, 7 points. Granlund, 5 points. Dumba, 5. Oh, let me just go forwards first. Parise, 4 points, but 3 goals. I mean, that was huge. Jamel Smith, so he had 2 points in the final 3 games. Very nice, man. Very nice. What was he, plus? He's a -1. I don't know what he did on the first line, but he got it done. Defensively, Dumba, Falk, Suter, very nice. And goaltenders, Devin Dubnyk, he came up huge in the last 3 games. All right, so boys, your Minnesota Miracle Men are off to round number 2. I feel it, boys. I feel like this is our year. It has to be. We've taken our bumps and bruises in the past. We've learned what it takes to be a winner in the playoffs, and we've just gone through a series where we show it ourselves. We're never completely out of the fight. As long as we don't go down 3-0 in a series, we're always in the series. We just proved it against a tough Nashville Predator team where they had home ice advantage. We fell down 3-1, and we stormed back. No team can stop us this year, boys. No team whatsoever. So if you guys have any suggestions for line changes, I mean, I know I probably should keep Jamel Smith on the first line just based on what happened, but I mean, come on, I can't do that, right? We got to reset the lines a little bit, or maybe we don't. You guys can let me know. The Western Conference looks like that. All right, so you got LA versus Edmonton, Colorado versus your Minnesota Wilds, and in the East, Detroit versus Buffalo, and Pittsburgh versus Washington. All right, boys, so your Elite 8, round 2. I will see you guys there. Be sure to check out our website, 2bcsports.com, where the hockey talk continues. Find myself and others in the live interactive chat, or dive into the active forums to talk about sports and gaming. You can also find us on Twitch where the live streams come to life.